Hey everyone, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Emmanuel.
And we are Cooking Mama and Son. And yes, in case you were wondering, we are still in quarantine.
Yep, the month.
Well, I'm not even sure how many days or months it's been.
Month 4.
Month 4. And I know we have tried to make more videos, but it hasn't been possible.
Hiatus.
Pretty much. I feel like everything's been at a standstill with us as well, because we've been a little bit more busy. But today we have a really good recipe for you, and we're going in it blind, but we think you're gonna like it. And
I have no idea what we're making today, but let's find out.
Are you ready? So the recipe we are trying out today is Queso Fresco.
What? You can actually make that stuff?
Yes, and we are going to make it.
I think I've never had Queso Fresco in my beans, have I? Well,
yes.
I can't wait to make it.
So, are you ready to come take this journey with us? Because I may not know what I'm doing.
Well, we will find out what we're doing.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? Let's go. You know what to do, right?
Let's
get cooking.
For the ingredients, we'll be using whole milk, vinegar, and salt. It's not that much, but it'll do.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to dump in our milk.
Oh,
okay.
It's a little overboard, but it'll do.
Okay, so we have our milk in here. Now we're going to place it into the Instant Pot. And you can do this on the stove. It's just a really hot day today, and I decided to do it here. Okay, so on the Instant Pot, you're going to push the yogurt button and adjust. See how it says boil?
Yep.
Okay, so here we have to be very careful for it to not boil. It's pretty funny. We want it to boil, but not boil. And we're going to have to be mixing it.
Okay, so now it's time to check the temperature.
What temperature are we looking for?
180.
Okay, let's check it out.
What is this, you may ask? It's a food temperature
thermometer.
Oh, that's brain fart. Let's dip it in. Oh, wrong one. This feels like it's getting warmer.
Okay, so what temperature are we at?
138. We still have ways to go.
Slowly getting there. We're moving on up. We have a little bit more to go. Okay, so we're at 77.
Almost.
And can you see the little bubbles really wanting to boil? We're gonna turn it off now.
Cancel?
And just let it get to 180. We don't want it to burn. Okay, can you see what's different inside of that milk? See
it looks like plastic wrap.
Okay, so that's why we need to mix.
It looks like plastic wrap, right? Look at it. Do you see it? I don't know if you see it, but I see it.
See? It's the film. What's
film?
I don't know. In Spanish, it's called nata.
It looks like plastic, doesn't it?
Okay, so we're gonna start.
Not film though.
We're gonna start doing the magic part.
So now we're gonna dump the vinegar, but not all of it. We're just gonna separate it into 3 sections.
Just pour a little bit in it. Okay. Then mix.
Mix. Oh, it feels hot.
Do you notice anything different?
Nope.
Okay, let's see.
It doesn't have the film thing anymore. Oh wait, I think it got a little chunk.
Exactly.
It got
That's
chunk.
what it's doing. Okay, so that's what the vinegar is going to be doing. It's going to be separating. I don't know what it's called. and we're gonna do this 2 minutes in between each pour.
The sounds nice.
Okay, so now you can dump a little bit more of that vinegar in. Okay, now mix.
It's just like that.
Okay, can you see the difference?
A little. That sound is so satisfying.
Now look.
What?
Hold on. Look at that.
It's getting chunks. I see
You see that?
massive difference.
Okay, so we're gonna mix that for 2 minutes. So now we're gonna add the last little bit of the vinegar.
Wow.
And that's it. So we're just gonna mix it all in there. Oh, wait, stop.
Oh.
Can you see, what do you see?
It got way chunkier.
No, but do you see the color?
It changed to a tiny bit of yellow.
Yes, that's the whey. You know how when I make yogurt in the Instant Pot and I put it in the strainer and there's like yellow liquid?
Yeah.
That's called the whey. So this is separating. Look at that. Don't move it yet. Look, can you see?
It's like going down from the liquid.
Yes, it's separating from the cream, the dairy. So this whey is what we are going to eventually strain. So basically this, look, the little chunks is our queso fresco.
That's so interesting.
We're just gonna let it sit there for 20 minutes just to rest. We let it rest in here for 20 minutes. See, look at that.
Look at that chunkiness, right?
Now we're going to pour it into a strainer. I'm using this strainer. You can use a cheesecloth, towels, whatever works for you. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Like I said, we're doing this blind, not really knowing what we're doing, so it works.
Let's hope it works. Okay, dumpity dump. Look at that draining, right? Look at that cheese. It do be chunky though.
So we're gonna let this sit for 30 minutes before we transfer it to our
Box.
container.
I mean.
On a small side note, we are going to be making, ready? Salsa.
What?
Why would we be making salsa? Can you imagine a taco with queso fresco and fresh salsa in there?
I'd rather prefer beans with queso fresco, but
Okay, so we're gonna put our tomatoes. And we're gonna be.
I've seen Grandma do this, and I'm
Yes, and then put the chiles on there. Take off the tails.
why do you put foil?
So it just doesn't stick to the.
But how does it liquidify?
And then we're gonna put in. Our homegrown tomatoes, the ones that are ripe. So we will be back and show you later when we eat it. So now we've had this strained for 30 minutes. So now we're gonna open it up and take a look.
Open it.
Ready? 5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2.
1. Oh! Now it's looking like cheese. Look at that. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like cheese.
Because it's queso fresco.
Queso fresco.
Okay, can you see all the whey that's at the bottom?
The whey is all the way down there. I'm sorry for making that pun. Wow. Why is it called whey?
I have no idea, honestly. So if somebody knows why it's called whey,
Comment.
So now I'm just pressing. If you're using a cheesecloth, you can do the process of squeezing it all out. I don't, so I'm just pressing this down and getting as much of the liquid out because the next step is very important, which is adding the salt.
Salt? That's the last step.
So now we're going to put this in a bowl.
That looks so... Oh!
And then we're going to add the salt. Make sure you get everything in there. So, take a closer look at the whey in there.
The whey looks so yellow.
Okay, so many people ask what you can do with this. Do you throw it out? Many people pour it into their plants, their house plants, for food. You can drink it, like you can
You can actually drink it?
Yes, you can put it like in lemonades or different types of drinks.
Disgusting.
I think you can also reuse it to make like cottage cheese or even ricotta. I think there's a lot of good properties to use the whey. I unfortunately never reuse it, but hey, if you can and you have some good recipes that we can try out, send them our way.
There's many ways to use the whey, right?
So now we're going to add the salt. This is an important process. As you can see, there's still a little bit of the liquid inside of it, and that's okay. So we're going to add, this is 1 teaspoon of salt. So we're just going to add a half a teaspoon and taste it. Okay, and how do you incorporate it, you may ask? You use your hands. So you just go in there and just with your hand.
Did you wash your hands before doing this?
I did.
Okay, just checking.
Remember, yes, definitely. Wash your hands.
We don't want to get...
Some people like their cheese salty. I think I like mine less salty because it has like that creamy texture. But I like it with a good flavor. So we are getting this. So now we have to try it to see how it is with salt. I'm nervous. Okay, so I'm so nervous. I'm gonna try it. Okay.
Don't lick your hand. Okay, try it, try it, try it, try it.
I'll try it with my other hand. I'm not mixing it. Okay, ready?
Eat it. Don't be nervous, don't be nervous. I want to try it.
Okay.
Oh. Actually pretty good.
What do you think? Salt or should we add more?
A little more.
I think we should ask Grandma. Okay, so now we're adding it to our container. We had to put it back in the strainer a little bit. We were trying to take out as much whey as possible. So this is our cheese that we have and we're packing it in the container. This is the little bit of liquid that came out afterwards.
Looks like milk.
This is our final product.
That
See?
looks smooth. It looks like a cloud.
We're gonna put this in the refrigerator for a few hours, but the best thing is to leave it overnight. So we are going to put it in and get back to you later. Okay, so now is the taste test. Now let's take a look. Got here. Okay,
Salsa.
so we were talking about making some salsa. We have some in here in the molcajete. And here is our cheese product.
It looks so smooth, doesn't it? I'm gonna taste this. Look it.
What do you think?
It's pretty good.
Okay, so, and I'm gonna show you how we're having our taco. We're gonna try it out here. We got a tortilla right here. We get some of that cheese in here, and they said that it's better when you let it the second day But it's still good now. And then we're gonna add a little bit, see there it is, of our salsa. So there we go. It already has onion and cilantro in it. Let's give it a try. It's really good. Okay, we are back. Day
2
of our cheese making adventure. We are still outside because it's like 90-degree weather and it's better to eat out here. And what better than to eat outside and have great food? Am I right or am I right?
I like food.
Okay, so here we have our leftover cheese from yesterday.
It's literally half.
They say that it tastes better when the next day that it gets even better texture. I don't know. I thought it was pretty good yesterday, so let's give it a try today. So let's cut into this.
Cut like a square for me so I can try it.
It does. I don't know if any of you have tried queso cubeta. They sell it in the Mexican stores.
Cubeta.
Bucket. So it literally comes in a bucket. And I love that cheese because it's really creamy and smooth and it's not salty. So here's our cheese. It's even firmer, obviously, because it's been sitting there all day. It's exactly like that queso cubeta texture.
I've never had queso cubeta, but let's try it. Oh. Mm-hmm.
It's really good. So right now we're gonna have some fresh Mexican beans. We have some chicharrón con chile and some tortillas. So let's eat up.
Okay, so now we're going to try the beans with the cheese. It's actually pretty good.
We will give you our final thoughts later. Okay, we're back with our final thoughts on the
Queso Fresco.
Okay, so it was an interesting process, don't you think? So let's talk a little bit about it. What did you think?
It was pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yes.
Why? Well, what about it?
I like the creaminess and like the texture of it. It needed a little bit of more salt and like it was worth it.
Yes, that's one of the things that we did taste it. I think I would have went with the whole teaspoon of salt. After tasting it today, without anything and just eating it alone, I can see that it did need more salt. So definitely taste your cheese, people, when you're making it. It makes a big difference. You don't want it too salty unless you want it salty, but you want it to have some flavor. Okay, so what did you think today when you ate it with the beans?
It tasted the same.
What do you mean?
Like, it tasted the same as yesterday because I have no memory of tasting it yesterday. Like, my brain has no memory of tasting it. I mean, I kind of want to eat it more so I can know what it tastes like.
Well, there's no problem. We can make it again and you can try it again.
We should totally...
And again. And again. And again. And again. Goodbye, everyone. I will remember you all in therapy.
Y'all gotta comment without the reference to... Okay, so we should totally make cheddar cheese.
That's a different process. I don't know if...
I'm not sure if it's harder.
I think it is. I have no clue. You know how to make cheese?
Well, how about...
Let us know.
How about... I like the part when we were mixing... I like the part when we got the whey out and it just sunk into... and the whey was showing. I like that part.
And when you added the vinegar.
No, when like...
Because when you added the vinegar, it went plop. and it kind of like separated.
Yeah, it was like went. No, it was like the way the cheese went.
And that was really cool, huh? The colors.
Yeah,
it was like white, and then all of a sudden it was like yellow.
It looked like lemonade.
And then all of a sudden we have the really white cheese. It was amazing. My mom made cheese a long time ago with special products from Mexico, and I always thought that's such a long process. I don't want to do that. But then somebody, a friend of mine, it's actually Adriana. Let's give a shout out to Adriana. Thank you for connecting us to this recipe.
If you're watching this video, just like and comment.
Yes, please do, Adriana. Well, she made it, and since somebody had tried it already, we thought, what the heck, let's go with it. So, here we were. We had our
Queso Fresco.
Yes. I give it a 8 out of 10. It needs improvement, but we will perfection it.
Practice makes perfect.
If you guys make this recipe, send us a picture, tag us, share with us what you did. If you change your recipe, make it your own, tell us what you did. And don't forget to
like, share, comment, subscribe.
You can also follow us on Facebook and on Instagram. If you have any requests on foods, comment below or send us a direct message. We will see you back again, hopefully soon. And what will we make? Honestly,
nobody knows.
Don't know what we would make.
It's like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like those like blind bags. Like you don't know what you're gonna get. It's like us, because we don't know what we're gonna make.
No, for real. Times have been so crazy that it's just been unreal. So we don't know what's going on. So what will we make next? Only time will tell. So I am Ellie.
And I'm Emmanuel.
And we are Cooking Mama and Son. We will see you next time here in our
kitchen.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.